Okay. Now let's see the next question. If the location of antipode of a place is 20° south and 94° west, what is the location of the place itself? So it is asking about antipode. Now let us understand what is an antipode. Antipode will be the farthest distance or the longest distance from a particular point. Now what does that mean? For example, this is your earth and you are standing at the north pole. So what will be the furthest point from you? Obviously the south pole. Getting my point? So this is the antipode. Okay. So for example, you are here. Okay. So if we go through the earth, through the interior of the earth, then the area where we will emerge out, that will be called as the antipode. Okay. So if we take the distance, right, the entire diameter, the entire circumference of our earth is how much? 40,000 kilometer, right or not? 40,000 kilometer is the entire circumference. So at least the distance will be 20,000. Okay, the distance will be how much? 20,000 kilometer from you and your antipode. Okay, so similarly from here to here there will be 20,000 kilometer distance. Okay, now this thing is called as the antipode. So exactly the opposite place, or you can say the farthest place from you. Okay, the farthest place from you. So let me tell you one thing, that in India, sorry, in the world, there is no two places which are antipodes and which is connected by a single airline. Okay, understanding, getting my point? Okay. So this question is about calculation of the antipode. So the thing is given that 20° south and 94° west. So if we plot it somewhere, it will come here, right? So this is your north pole and south pole, right? So it is somewhere here, 20° south. This is the equator, for example. So here, right? So if we pierce through the entire thing, then where we will come, where we will emerge out from the surface of earth, that is called as the antipode, right? So this is 20° south, so obviously 20° north will be there, right? And try to imagine this one. This is the meridian. Okay, this is the 0° meridian. From 0° meridian we have 94°. Okay, from 0° meridian this angle is 94. That means what? This angle will be 94. Getting my point? So what will be this angle, this entire? Okay, so this will be obviously 180 minus 94. Okay, 180 minus 94, so that will give you 86°. Okay, so that means what? 86° east and 20° north will be our antipode. I hope this part is clear to you, how we calculated the antipode, right? Okay, so apart from that, you can also remember that when we talk about the antipodes, first thing is that they will be farthest away, right? So to cover the entire circumference of earth, obviously we need a 24-hour time. Okay, so to cover from one place to its antipode, the hour difference will be 12-hour difference. Okay, so from you and your antipode, the time difference between these two places should be at least 12 hours. Okay, understand, it should be exactly 12 hours. Then the seasons. Okay, so suppose I'm staying here, okay, and if I go to this place, the season will be exactly the opposite. Okay, because the time is like that, so the season will be exactly opposite, and they will be the farthest place, approximately 20,000 kilometer away. Okay, I hope this antipode part is clear to you, right? So next question, we should move to the next question now. Which of the following pairs of places and the energy produced there is incorrectly matched? Okay, so which of them is incorrectly matched? We have to find out that. So Madhapur and solar energy, so that is correct. Gulf of Kutch and tidal energy, that is also correct. Puga Valley for the geothermal energy, that's correct. But Manikaran is not known for the wind energy. Okay, so this is wrong. So option C is correct here. Next question, in which of the following areas of India is the radial pattern of drainage noticed? So let me just revise you all the patterns, all the drainage patterns. Okay, so let me just give you all the drainage patterns here for a quick revision. So one is the radial pattern. Okay, radial pattern means what? When the streams emerges in all the direction from a central point, that is called as the radial pattern. Okay, similarly there is a converging pattern also. For example, if there is a mountain, okay, if there is a mountain and there is a depression just in the middle of it, so what will happen ki all these streams, okay, all these streams, or you can say it is also a kind of physical feature, because of any reason, maybe rain or any reason, the streams are merging towards the central point. Okay, so even that is a case, understanding. So radial pattern is the first pattern. Second pattern is the dendritic pattern. Dendritic means branched. Okay, dendritic means branched. For example, the Ganga. Okay, the Ganga river system, you can see it has a lot of branch. Okay, it has a lot of branch, so this is called as the dendritic system. Third is the trellis system. Okay, trellis system means they should be parallel. Okay, the stream should be parallel and they should be joining at the 90 degrees. Okay, these are the trellis system. Okay, so where do we find the trellis system in India? We do find it in the Narmada river. Okay, Narmada river, Tapi river basin, we do find the trellis system, and they basically have the Rift Valley feature. Okay, these rivers, they flow through the Rift Valley. Okay, these rivers, they will flow through the Rift Valley, right? So for example, Narmada and Tapi. So here it is asked that which of the following have the radial drainage pattern. So the example of radial drainage pattern is the Aravalli mountains, right? So option B is correct. Next one, which among the following islands in India is different from the other three in terms of location? So as we can see, the options are Baratam, Kachal, Rutland and Kavaratti. This question is very difficult for the people who do not exactly know these islands, and it is suggested that if this type of question which is having very meticulous concept, which is asking these kind of thing, you can also leave this question. It is not a big deal. Okay, otherwise you can do a simple guess. Why? Because NTSC stage 1 as well as in NTSC stage 2 there is no negative marking. Okay, so please remember this one thing. In the stage 1 as well as stage 2 there is no negative marking, so feel free to do the guesswork. Okay, getting my point? Okay, so feel free to do the guesswork. So I'll give you the answer. Basically, Baratam, Kachal and Rutland, these three are the islands of Andaman Nicobar, whereas Kavaratti is the island of the Lakshadweep group of the islands. Okay, so Kavaratti will be the answer. That is how it is different from the other three in terms of its location. Let us move to the next question. With which of the following rivers is the Tungabhadra Dam project linked? So the answer is very simple. The answer is Krishna River. Now let's move to the next question. Select the group of bird sanctuaries only among the following. Okay, so which of them are the bird sanctuaries here? Okay, so the correct answer is B. Chilika, Kalimere, Kumarakom and Vedanthangal. So these are the bird sanctuaries. Some other in the other option you can find there will be tiger reserves. Okay, understanding, there will be wetlands, there will be lakes. Okay, getting my point? Okay, so those all things are there. Okay, option B is satisfying the all the bird sanctuary. Chilika, Kalimere, Kumarakom, Vedanthangal. Next question we have to see, which of the following places was considered as the mica capital of India? So mica capital means the area which is known mostly for the mica production is Koderma. Okay, Koderma, right? So Bihar leads in the mica production in India. Okay, and India is also the leading producer of mica in the world. Okay, so these two things you can just remember. Next question is, under which article of the constitution the parliament can make law on the subject of the state list? Okay, so this is talking about the state list, right? So this is article 249, under which the parliament can make law on the subject of the state list, right? The next question, from which of the following constitutions the concept of DPSP has been borrowed? Directive Principles of State Policy has been borrowed from which country? So this concept is time and again appearing in your examination. So do remember all the features that are taken from the different countries. For example, DPSP is taken from Ireland. The fundamental rights have been taken from USA. The fundamental duties, they have been taken from Russia, or you can say USSR, the Soviet. Okay. Similarly, independence of judiciary we have taken from America. The provision of joint sitting we have taken from Australia. The provision of concurrent list also we have taken from Australia. The provision of procedure established by law we have taken from Japan, although this would be a little bit of a greater level if we consider the things. Okay, procedure established by law is taken from Japan. Similarly, rule of law. Okay, rule of law, it is taken from Britain. Okay, the federal provision, they are taken from the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, the Supreme Court, the federal provision, the Joint Public Service Commission. Okay, the Central Public Service Commission, the Joint Public Service Commission, these all things have been taken from the Government of India Act 1935. So these are very important. You should remember all these place you should write all these at a single place and keep it for the revision. So here the correct answer is Ireland.